Howdy y'all, welcome back, and if this is your first time being here, welcome to the digital farming family. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as it helps me out and encourages me to create more interesting and unique content such as this. Now, on to today's episode, folks. Howdy y'all, welcome back to Welker Farms. As you can see, we are at the dealership with our tractor, which now I kind of made a mistake and ended up deleting the footage I recorded last, so there's going to be a bit of a gap, and I don't exactly know what I have the moment because I didn't look, but just gonna recap at least the most recent things. Like, we bought this 8960 kind of decked out. That was meant for the big planter. And I'm trying to think. Well, if I come up with anything else, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna get in here and get buying. Well, walking out with pretty much $129,000 bill. Going over what we got. Some saddle tanks for that lovely little tractor. And this is a different version of the conveyor. It has 4 compartments, so I'll have 2 in seed, 2 in solid fertilizer, and then probably 2 liquid pallets. If it ends up working, if everything works out good, I could possibly fit 4 pallets on here and possibly get rid of the liquid tender trailer we got. So how about I get this thing going? Kevin's already gotten started on bean field to the north, over by like the grain mill area. So I better hop to it so we can get started helping. It's getting... Oh. Hey, easy there. Let me back away. It's getting abundantly clear that I'm going to really need a different grain cart. One that can hold more, and definitely one that... Oof. Well, just one that can hold more. Oh boy. Alright, I just spent 142 grand on what they call a chaser bin. It's supposed to be something... It's supposed to be smaller than, say, a mother bin, like the Walkabout. But it sure as heck ain't cheaper. I was tempted to go with the Walkabout, but the one Walkabout that was bigger than this was actually quite... let's just say its horsepower requirement was hefty. I bet I can guess what y'all are thinking. Having a tiny tractor pull this. Horsepower requirement is only 300, but this thing has just barely 400. The bigger tractor we got over here at the bin site is 370. So I'm going to be using it. The only reason I'm using this right now is because, well, I traded in the Brent we had, so we got 90,000 back. So in total we spent only 52 grand on it. Now, I kind of don't know how to feel about this. Just, that's its hatch. Let me hop in and show you the aerial view. You didn't see that. I just switched drone views for a second. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. It is working. It comes with steering tires. So I turn, it comes with. I'm gonna hurry up, probably just unhook this, and we'll go get the big tractor. I'm really starting to think that that horsepower requirement is a lie, because I'm pulling it easier with this 8530 than I am the 96, or the 8960. I cannot speak for the life of me. Oh, looks like he's done, so I better unload this and we'll get started on the next field, I reckon. Alright, so you see the chaser bin. And you see $276,000 machine. Yeah, we got a 9630 and it's pulling this thing like a champ. No issues whatsoever. So I might end up keeping this. So far it's doing so good, but we'll see how it does the rest of the harvest season. Yes, I did buy it, so my sell value won't be so good. I could get 98,000 for the 98 series we got. I'm unsure if I want to bother selling it or if I want to keep it around. I'm honestly thinking about selling it, considering it's, well, obsolete. Compared to this, yeah. I know we just got the saddle tanks for it, but yeah, it might not be worth it. Oh, I better get back to work. And with that, we got another field done. Oh. So, might as well kick to it and get started on the big field. You're empty. Get going, Kevin. So, I got a correction to make on this thing's behalf. I called it a chaser bin. It is a mother bin. Just like the walkabouts, the chaser bins are a part of the same line as this, but they are smaller. That's my fault for calling it the wrong name. I have Adam currently bringing the 89 series up to the shop or dealership. Hopefully we can get that 98,000 for it that they insisted that we would get. Well, looks like we got an extra 12 grand out of the saddle tanks because they were unused. They only knocked 2 grand off of the purchase price, for the buyback price anyway, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know dealership talk. So, on top of Kevin on this field, I got a custom contractor on the combined field of 4 and 5. He's doing the corn right now. He's applying one of those stock chopping headers that can go about 7 or 8 miles an hour. Not too bad. Can't wait to see how that turns out. And he'll definitely, hopefully, finish that field before we finish this field. Just a matter of if he'll be able to even start on the next field before we continue on with helping him. I know we'll get to the northern field before he even gets to. Alright. So I returned the mother bin and got this Demco 2200. I got 108 grand for the mother bin, but in return spent 151 grand for this. So we're looking at a loss, especially considering it was 142 grand for the mother bin. Given looks like Kevin missed a little bit. I'll have to give him a little talking to. But yeah, I know we're kind of in the hole now, especially considering we started this with over 600 grand. But things should get better from here, I hope. This Demco is said to be able to hold 77,000 liters. So that should work out plenty good for us. It probably won't do hardly anything for corn, but we should possibly be in good standings with, like, say, bean harvests. I keep forgetting the vastness of what I own already. It's just astounding. I'm gonna get this thing completely full and then I'm gonna go unload it. Part of me is kind of curious. They just, custom contractor finished the one field 14-5, or not 14, 4 and 5 merged. Wow. He has his semi being able to hold all of it, and I'm impressed. Apparently he has a semi, or a train-sized semi. 372, almost 373,000 liters of corn just from that one field. And that wasn't even the biggest corn field. We're sitting at, I believe beans are at 419,000 liters. That's not counting what we got in here and what we got left. We got a hefty sum left yet, but I gotta get back to work because we are getting close and I just can't afford to be slacking right now. So I know I'm dragging pretty much almost a full grain cart of soybeans with me, but there's something over here I want to check out, and that is this interesting little, well, you'll see in a second, but a field of soybeans. I know it's not interesting looking, but this is a big field, and we don't really own, you know, other than that little field by the dealership, we don't own any fields south yet. So, honestly, this might be a good choice. I think it's like 360,000 roughly is what the owner's wanting. Ah, gosh darn it. I knew I should have went to unload instead. I think that's harvested sorghum. They've already worked their field. That's a field I would love to have because it's, well, right there next to my place. Honestly, the whole goal is to get every field. But beans that happens to be soybeans, I think I'll go for it right now. Don't you just love the modern convenience of being able to take out bank loans just from the cab of the tractor? I managed to purchase it, so now we have that field down there. What field was that again? What number? Field plot 12. Next up is, I think it's 20 that's around it. Oh, it's gonna be nice. Now, I best get going so we can at least finish this bean field. So, we got all that done. Took a bit longer than thought. Just about noon, which means pretty much almost lunchtime. The custom contractor is almost done with the one field, or his second field out of the 3. And Kevin is actually just getting started down there. The semi is full up, so I have to dump into the grain silo now, or grain bins. I want to keep that load because it's just going to go straight to the grain, or the co-op. As for Kevin, he should be, by the time I get over there, he should be almost done with his headlands, or filled up, whatever comes first. This is becoming quite the chore. Harvest season, all the farm work. Now, I had Kevin do the headlands only because of this drainage ditch, which I don't even know why it's here. It's not actually, I have, in all my years of being here, I have not seen this thing hold water once. It don't even look wet. But I'm gonna get him all finished up, or emptied out, and then hopefully he'll just get started on up downs. Oh, that's why you're not unloading. So got a text from the custom contractor. Got 290,000 liters off of that second field he did, totaling out at 663,000 liters of corn. Yikes, that is quite the haul already, and he hasn't even done his biggest one yet. I'm thinking once I buy that field 13 that surrounds field 12, I'll fill in that ditch, because that's only like a free fence. It's a divider between the two fields. It's not, it don't actually drain anything, according to the previous owner. So I reckon has no use, and I kind of want to merge the two, so I might as well go ahead and do that. And another thing's for dang sure, whenever I buy rights to the roads, the township roads, I am definitely covering it all in asphalt, because these little dirt roads are kind of bumpy. Even with air ride seats, it's still a pain in the back and the neck. Just look at that view. Just beautiful. In case it wasn't clear that on the reason why I returned the mother bin, it kinda, I didn't like how the steering tires worked on it. It kind of interfered on this bigger tractor, and honestly it's just probably best to stick with smaller grain carts. Maybe the bin chasers or chaser bins might be a better setup, better idea, but other than that, I think I'm probably best sticking with my grain carts like I am. If anything, I might get another semi-trailer, because the one I got right now is sitting full of soybeans over here at the bin site, which after we finish, I'll get a grand total and we will turn in the first load of soybeans. So for grand total on soybeans, we have 718,481 liters. That is a lot of soybeans. And field 12 was only about halfway fertilized, like fully fertilized. The other half was half fertilized. So we could have gotten, I don't know, we definitely could have gotten more. I just don't know how much more. Oof. Still waiting on the custom contractor to come and pretty much deliver the rest. He's almost done with it. Kevin's here. He's gonna refill and clean it up, put it away. Oh, this is becoming quite the operation if we got these kinds of numbers already. 304,000 from just one hopper. That's just astounding. So this one should also be 304,000, equaling 608,000, almost 609 if you count up the loose change. Custom contractor's all done, and we got 382,000 liters of corn off that last field. I gotta check the total real quick. Oh, we got just over 1,000,000 liters of corn. 1,046,000 liters of corn. Wow, that's impressive. Well, folks, after soybeans, we're sitting at 914,000. I'd say that's pretty darn good. Getting the first full load of corn, and then there's going to be another full load, and then there's just going to be probably a handful of corn kernels left in the bin. I'll probably take that in too. Honestly, if we had 1,000,000 liters just off of the 3 fields behind us, what the heck are we going to get if we do these 4 fields? That is going to be outrageous. Oh, we're going to need a bigger bin setup next year. Well, folks, that's going to be a wrap for today's episode. You see what we have managed to acquire in funds. I forgot. I need to take that over to the dealership and sell it, but I'll do that off camera because I want to pick up some stuff for the new seed tender. Well, planting tender, I should say, because it'll have solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and seed on it. I gotta admit, this thing's nice and all, but it just, it's a limited use. It's only for like herbicide or liquid fertilizer. So the grand total, you can see it up on the top right. That's what we got, and boy is it hefty. The bin is completely empty. We definitely are going to need a bigger bin setup next year. We would have been just barely under capacity. Like, we would have been 4,000 liters. Well, this thing holds 1,750,000. We had 171. I mean, 1,700,000, or I don't remember how much we had, but I think we were pretty darn close. I know we were just under it. But yeah, I'm gonna give the wife or Kevin a call, see if they can come pick me up. But while I'm doing that, let me repay our $1.2 million loan, thanks to my $200,000 I added on earlier. And there we have it, debt free. And next year, we're not going to do a loan. We are going to make our way with just our own money. Oh, I need to clean the windows badly. Oh, it's going to be awesome. We picked up field 12. Next up, 13. Maybe one of them. Maybe this grass field. Which, the grass field, I do have a plan for. And that is, we're going to keep it grass, turn it into hay. And we might have some cattle out here. Just trying to think on where I want it. Looks like the wife got all the gardening done. Can't blame her. I guess she came out here and picked it all by hand. Because I didn't buy her any fancy harvester for it. But anyway, that, as I've said a couple of times now, will do it for today's episode. I'm going to get this thing all set up. And I'm an idiot. I gotta go back to the bin site. See you around, folks.